potato cuttings. I'm just gonna take a few here. They're just right on the side of the road. So I'll take this one. There's another one here. And another crawler there. And that's all we're gonna need. 1, 2, and 3. So we're gonna take these home and try to propagate them. All right, guys, so it's December 12th, 2018. And here are our cuttings that we got off the side of the road. So you can see here that there's already been some slight rooting going on, and almost at every node that there's rooting. So I'm going to try and propagate these, and I'm going to grow them in these 2 containers here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these in half and make 2 separate containers and have them just crawl out of there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to be using the Miracle-Gro soil until I eventually plant them in a bigger organic pot or into the ground. All right, so I've got the soil in there, and I want to show you how easy this process is. So I've pretty much grown sweet potatoes all my life. So it's really easy actually. And what we used to do was just look for the end of the vines, and we used to snip them off maybe about 1 foot or so, and we'll just collect maybe 3, 4, 5 at the most of those ends, and we would just stick it in the soil all together. So we take it like this. Pretty much the leaves don't really matter, so you don't really need to mess with the leaves. And just take it and stick it right in the soil just like that, and press the soil down around it, make sure it's firm, and it looks pretty miserable, but that's pretty much how it goes. We're gonna wait a couple days here to see if the plant has decided to take off, and if it has to take it off in a few days, I'll go ahead and show you in a week or maybe a couple weeks what it looks like. And I'm pretty sure that the sweet potato is just going to take off, because sweet potatoes are fairly easy to grow, especially in tropical weather. So I'm talking about when I was young, our family didn't have much money, so we would grow our food, and part of those foods were sweet potatoes. So there was the white variety that we grew, and also the purple. There were also some other ones, but I don't really recall what other types there were. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in there too. Like I said, just stick it right into that dirt right there. Press down around it, make sure it's firm. These sweet potato vines should root fairly quickly. It's December 18, 2018, and we're back here at the sweet potato plants. It's been just under a week, so it's been about 6 days since we took these ones out of the road, brought it home, and planted it into these pots. They are growing in Miracle-Gro potting soil, and I'm not trying to eat any potatoes that are harvested from soil with synthetic fertilizer. The whole plan behind this is to get the vines to actually vine out to a point where I can cut those vines and repropagate. So we're trying to get as many vines as we can so that we can plant more sweet potato plants, and when that has happened, we can actually do one last cutting of, let's say, 10, 20 plants, and we can cut all the runners off of that and actually plant in organic soil. So if I do plant them organically, they might go in pots that are this big, and we might leave them in there for a couple months. And if not that, we'll be planting them straight into the ground. All in all, it's going to be a tricky process with growing them in pots and not adding synthetic fertilizers, because the plant does need to get fed, but at the same time, we're not trying to feed it anything synthetic. So I'm going to continue to watch these guys reach out, and I'll be back when they've gotten long enough that we can recut them. All right, so it's December 27th, 2018, and it's been about 2 weeks since we first picked these sweet potato off the side of the road there and planted it. And as you can see, it's kind of filled out with a whole bunch of new foliage, and as well as new vines coming out. So each one of these here, you can see, will vine out all the way up to this little guy here. So that's the whole purpose of planting them in these pots here in the Miracle-Gro soil, is to get them to actually vine out. When those vines get maybe about 10 feet long, we're going to go ahead and recut those vines like I stated in the last clip about a week ago. We're going to go ahead and clip those runners and repot them just like we did here with these. And when we've got about 10 pots that look somewhat like this, we're going to allow those to actually run off as well to about maybe 5 feet. And we'll take those cuttings from those 10 pots and we'll plant them in organic soil, or we'll plant them in the ground. So I didn't want you guys to get confused from the last clip where I was explaining what we were going to be doing as far as planting organically. I'm going to be, with these two mother plants here, I'm going to allow them to just keep growing, and I'm going to continuously make cuttings from these two mother plants. And when we've got enough to plant in 10 pots just like these, we're going to allow those 10 pots to actually run off about 5 feet. So we're going to allow those vines to grow out about 5 feet, which might take approximately a month to a month and a half. So about a month and a half after having those 10 pots all running off, we're going to take cuttings from that and we'll plant them organically. And those are the sweet potatoes that we're going to harvest and actually consume. So we're probably going to allow that to happen in about maybe four to 6 months, so that the sweet potatoes can actually get to a pretty big size. We'll see in time how things turn out, but until then, I'm going to go ahead and put this video up so you guys can at least see what the sweet potatoes look like so far within 2 weeks of planting, and so you guys can get the plan of what we're actually trying to shoot for here. But like I said, the sweet potatoes are doing good. We've got lots of runners here on the sweet potato plant. As I stated in the beginning of the video, I'm not sure what variety of sweet potato this is, but we'll see in time. So we'll see you in about a month or so.